I want to welcome everyone to this hearing of the Military Personnel Subcommittee. Today's hearing is focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion and its impact on the Department of Defense and the Armed Services. I want to thank our witnesses for being with us today. I hope this hearing provides the opportunity for our members to have a productive exchange with our witnesses and provide answers to their questions. Let me set the stage by saying the military services continue to be one of the most meritocratic organizations in the United States of America, thanks to the principles established by President Truman in Executive Order 9981, that there shall be equal treatment and opportunity for all persons in the armed services without regard to race, color, religion, or national origin. These principles enabled me, a working-class kid from Indiana, to be the first in my family to go to college and later join the Navy Reserves and serve my country in uniform. That is what meritocracy provides, an opportunity for everyone, regardless of race, color, religion, national origin, or gender, to raise your right hand to serve your country and to succeed on hard work and determination alone. And that is what I found in the Navy. No evidence of widespread racism, just sailors of every color, background, and religion working hard to get the mission done. But we are now in danger of losing those meritocratic principles to the politicization of our armed forces, thanks first and foremost to the ever-expanding bureaucracy of diversity, equity, and inclusion policies, regulations, and trainings. This DEI apparatus is based in faulty science and misguided principles. In fact, anti-bias training efforts may be, quote, having literally any effect, including to actually increase bias. In a review of 418 prejudice reduction experiments, Elizabeth Levy-Palak and her co-authors concluded that much of the anti-basis training is, quote, misguided. And even in the few studies that showed any effect at all of reducing bias, those effects actually disappeared over a short period of time. Yet the Department of Defense and the services have embraced DEI training full cloth without empirical evidence. And worse, they very well may be increasing racism and division in our military. This comes at a time when existential threats from China and Russia have never been as pronounced as what they are, and at a time when recruiting struggles put our all-volunteer force on the brink. With these looming threats, we must emphasize the readiness of our armed forces. In a response to then-ranking member Senator James Inhofe of the Senate Armed Services Committee, Chairman Milley reported that DOD expended 5,359,311 man-hours for Secretary Austin's extremism stand-down, and an additional 529,711 man-hours for DEI-specific training. That is a lot of training hours spent away from honing warfighting capabilities, knowledge, and skills. Civilian control of the military is the bedrock of our system, and abiling partisan political ideology is essential to the strength and viability of our military. Chairman Milley crossed the line during an Armed Services Committee hearing in the summer of 2021. He testified that it's important to study critical race theory because, quote, I want to understand white rage. What is it that made thousands of people assault this building and try to overturn the Constitution of the United States of America, end quote. The highest-ranking military officer in our armed forces interrupted the Secretary of Defense, connected racism to the Capitol riot, all to score partisan political points while wearing the uniform. Should we be surprised by the erosion of trust between the administration and our service members, or between our military and the American public? This cannot continue. Our service members and our nation deserve a military that does not make ideological judgments. I agree with Secretary Austin, who testified in the same hearing that all service members and DoD civilians, quote, deserve an environment free of discrimination, hate, and harassment. I want us to work together to develop a system that remains true to our meritocratic values, that ensures the performance of all service members provide opportunity, not because of the color of their skin or the God that they pray to, but because they have worked hard and identify as soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and guardians. This is very personal for me. I was the product of a meritocratic system that afforded a boy from Indiana an opportunity to go to college and serve my country in uniform later, and now to become a member of Congress. And I want to make sure that we do everything we can to preserve that system, the American system. That is a difficult topic with passionate voices all around, not because we hate each other, but because we all want what is best for our country and the men and women in uniform. Before hearing from our witnesses, let me offer Ranking Member Kim an opportunity to make any opening remarks.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications so every time I put out a video, you can know about it. It'll come up in your feed. Hit that like button if you liked it. And be positive. Peace.